Hey everyone, this is LoomingRoach and today we're going to make my Arkin bracelet. So this is the front side and this is the back side. So this bracelet is reversible and I do hope you enjoy making it as much as I do. And there, this is the signature side. Okay, so without further ado, let's start. For this tutorial, you're going to need your rainbow loom in the 5-pin bar setup and in a V configuration. The next thing you're going to need is your rainbow loom hook and of course some bands. So for today, I'm going to be using bands from Javelin C. So I'm going to be using her silicone bands for this. And I do hope you check her out on Instagram. Here it is, that's her Instagram. And you can check out her metallic baby glow, that's glow in the dark. The baby glow is the glow in the dark. And there's also opaque and jelly bands. Those are all silicone bands. So I do hope you check her out on Instagram. So okay, I'm just gonna set up my bands and then I'm gonna get back so we can start placing them on our loom. Okay guys, I'm back. So the first step that we're gonna do is to put our perimeter bands over here. Oh, and I also forgot that to make the full wrap of the bracelet, you need your loom to be 2 looms high. But for the sake of the tutorial, I'm just gonna do it in on a 1 loom high setup. So I'm just gonna put some extensions like this on the back. So the first bands, like I said, that we're gonna be placing are the perimeter bands. And for today, I'm gonna be using light green for my perimeter. So just gonna put it from the middle peg to the 2nd pin bar first peg, and then again you go out from the 2nd pin bar to the 1st pin bar, like so. And then you're gonna do the same on the other side. So it should look like this. Once you finish that, you're gonna be placing single chains on the 1st pin bar and on the 5th pin bar. So it's very simple. Just place your bands going up on a single chain, and you're going to do this on the other side. Okay, I'm very sorry if you can hear the noise because I can't really find the right time to shoot this video when they're all like not noisy or something. So okay, once you've reached the top, you're just gonna go in. Okay, so from here to here, this, and from here to here, and then also on the other side, sorry, from here to here and from here to here. So once you finish that, your loom should look like this. And now we're ready to put our next set of bands. So the next part or next set of bands that we're going to be placing are the middle bands over here. Okay, and for that I'm going to be using the same light green silicone bands that I used for the perimeter. So it's just a single chain going up the middle pin bar or the 3rd pin bar. Okay, so you're just gonna go up and place the bands until you reach the top. Okay, so we're almost there. And once you finish that, your loom should look like this. Okay. There. So we're just gonna push it down, and so we can be ready to place our cross bands or X bands. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not actually a cross band, it's just a band that goes in like that. So for those bands, it's gonna be these green ones over here, the olive green ones. Okay, that's the next band that we're gonna be placing. So for that, I'm gonna be using metallic pink. And all you have to do is just place it from here to here, the second pin bar. Oops. I'll be back. I'll just focus my camera. Okay guys, I'm back. So the first bands that we're gonna be placing are the green ones, of course, like I said. Okay, so this is how we're gonna be placing the metallic pink bands. So you're gonna be placing it from the second peg of the middle pin bar to the second peg of the second pin bar. So like so. And you're gonna do the same on the other side. Okay, so again, just gonna place it from left to right, going out, go out on the left, go out on the right. So it's very easy. Just gonna place it, the bands going outward in a wide V formation. Okay, so you're just gonna continue this until you reach the top. Okay, and once you finish that, your loom should look like this. Okay, so I do hope you can follow this tutorial, and I hope I'm not going so fast. Okay, so the next bands that we're going to be placing are these light green bands that we have over here. You can see them, wait, can't really see them on the back, so you know, just these bands over here on the side. Okay, for those bands, I'm gonna be using my dark green metallic bands. Okay, these ones. So all you have to do is place them from here to here. So that's the second peg of the second pin bar going to the second peg of the first pin bar. So you're just gonna do that until you reach the top. Okay, you're just gonna do it until you reach the top, and then you're gonna do the same on the other side. So I'm gonna do this off cam, and I'll get back to you after a few seconds. Okay guys, I'm back, and I've finished placing my dark green metallic bands on the sides. So after you've done that, your loom should look like this. So here. And then the next part that we're going to be placing, or the next bands that we're going to be placing, are these gray bands over here. You don't really see them in front, they're just like a background or a filler in the front, but you can see them at the back. Okay, so for those bands, I'm gonna be using my pink silicone bands over here. So it's just a single chain on the second pin bar and on the fourth pin bar. You just do a single chain going up. So it's very easy, and you do the same on the other side. So I'm just gonna finish this off cam and I'll be back in a jiff. Okay guys, I'm back and I finished placing my single chain on the 2nd and 4th pin bar. So your loom should look like this. We're almost done, don't worry. Okay, and so the last part that we're gonna be doing is to do the capping band. And for the capping band, I chose to use color orange. This is actually red orange. It's metallic as well. So you just double cap the middle peg starting on the second peg of the middle pin bar. You're just gonna cap it until you reach the second to the last peg of the middle pin bar. Okay, so we're just gonna do this until we reach the top. Okay, almost there, and we're done. So after putting the capping band in the middle, your loom should look like this. Okay, there it is. And now we're ready to place our capping band with the same color as our perimeter band over here. Just double cap it and then we're done placing our bands. So we're going to turn over our loom and check it if you placed all the bands. Okay, I'll just set up my camera and I'll be back for the looping process of this bracelet. I'm back. So like my Reese bracelet, we're gonna start with our capping band, or with the middle. So all you have to do is go through the orange capping band. You grab the first band on top, which is the dark pink metallic band, and you loop it back to itself, and do the same on the other side. So let's have a closer look. So you go through the red orange capping band, grab the first pink metallic band and loop it back to itself, and you're going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to do it with you one more time, and then I'm going to pause the video and finish it until I reach the top. So you go through the red orange capping band, you grab the dark pink metallic band and loop it back to itself, and you grab the other one and loop it back to itself. Okay, it should look like this, and I'll be back after a few seconds. Okay guys, I'm back and I finished looping the middle bands, these crossover bands over here. And then your loom should look like this after doing that. Okay. Okay. And then our next step is to loop these bands back to the top. So what you do is you go through the dark pink and through the light pink and grab the dark green band over here. Oops. And you loop it back to the top peg. Okay, just like the Reese bracelet. Okay, so again you go through the dark pink and through the light pink, grab the dark green metallic band and loop it up. We're gonna do this as well on the other side. So again, I'm gonna do this one more time with you, and then I'm gonna do this off cam. So first is the metallic pink, and then next is the single chain color, the light pink, and then you grab the green one and loop it going up. So again, you loop it up and not back to itself. Okay, I'll be back after a few seconds. Okay guys, I'm back and I finished looping these dark green side bands. So your loom should look like this after that. Okay. And off to our next step. So this next step, if you've done my other designs, you'd know about this next step. Okay, so the next step is to grab the lower dark pink and loop it up, and again you grab the other lower dark pink and you loop it up. So this is how it should look like. And then for the next parts, you're just gonna go through these bands over here. You grab the dark pink and loop it up. So you do that again. You go through here, grab the dark pink and loop it up. So we're just gonna do this until we reach the top. Oops. Just keep on grabbing the dark pink bands, or whichever band you used for it. So, okay, go through here, you grab the lower pink band and you loop it up. Go through here, you grab the lower dark pink and loop it up. I'll tilt it again before I go off cam to finish this. Okay, let's just wait for it to focus. Okay, so you go through here, you grab the lower dark pink and loop it up, and you grab the other lower dark pink and just loop it up. Okay, I'll just finish this off cam and I'll be back after a few seconds. Okay guys, I'm back and I've finished looping the dark pink bands over this upside down C over here. I'm still thinking of like a name to call this kind of stitch, but still haven't figured it out. So your loom should look like, oops, it's not focusing. Okay, so your loom should look like this. So you'd know that you did the correct looping if it looks like this. Okay, this should be wide. Okay, so the next step that we're going to do is just to loop this middle chain going up. So to do that, you just go through the light green capping band and grab the first band and just loop it back to itself over here. So we're going to do this until we reach the top. Just grab the green and loop it back to itself. Grab the band and loop it back to itself. Okay, just gonna grab it and loop it back to itself like so. Okay, so once that's finished, your loom should look like this. So the next step that we're going to do is to loop these single chains going back to themselves, and to do that we need a capping band over here. So what we do is we go through this capping band, we grab the first band, green band, and then we loop it back to itself, and then again we do that on the other side. So that serves as your capping band, and what you do is you go through here and then you grab the light pink band and loop it back to itself, and you're going to do the same on the other side and loop it back to itself. So there it is. Then all you have to do is just do the single chain slowly but carefully, going up until you reach the top. Okay, so you go here, grab the light pink and loop it up. See, it's gonna be really tight, so you really have to be very careful. So you go through here and you grab the light pink and loop it back to itself. Again. Okay. I'm gonna do this off cam and I'll be back after a few seconds to show you what it will look like once it's done. Okay guys, I'm back and I've finished looping my second and fourth pin bar single chain. Okay, so after that your loom should look like this. I'm so excited because the bracelet is almost done. Okay, and all we have left to do is just to loop the perimeter bands. So you just go through here and then you grab the last band and loop it back to itself. And you're going to do the same on the other side. So you're just going to loop up all the bands, going back to themselves. Okay, do the same on the other side. Okay. And then we're just going to continue this until we reach the top. Make sure not to hook the other bands. You're just going to be hooking the last band left. Okay. So there. Should look like that. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So if I do get off the frame, I'm so sorry about that. It's because I get a bit dizzy when I use the screen of the phone to check on what I'm doing. So what I do is I just tilt my head on the side to see where I'm looping. Okay, so there. Once you've finished looping the perimeter bands, we have to check our loop. We have to check if we've looped everything together. So a way to do that is to turn your loom to the side and make sure no band is left unhooked. Okay. And now we're ready to remove our bracelet from the loom. So what you do is you go through here, you grab your light green band, which is the same color as your perimeter band, and then you're ready to remove the bracelet. So I do recommend you to remove the sides first to make it easier for us to remove the bracelet. And then again on the other side, just gonna hold them off with our fingers. Okay, this is so we take away the risk of so many breaking bands. So now we're just gonna pull it off. Pulls off easily, and there you have it. Your Arkin bracelet is finished. Okay, so this is the front side and this is the back side. Okay, all we have left to do is to place our extension bands. So here's how you can put some extensions. You just grab a band, put it in, and then hook it. Okay, so grab another one and then hook it in and then loop it back. Just grab a band, hook it in, and then loop it back up. So it will take about like 6-7 6 or 7 chains or links for it to fit my wrist. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more. That's 7. Just gonna fix it. Okay, and then you're ready to put in your C-clip, which I have over here. So put it inside, and then you hook the other side on the capping band that we placed a while ago. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I do hope you try out this Arkin design. So again, please follow me at LoomingRoach on Instagram. That's at and then LoomingRoach. That's LoomingRoach. And don't forget to tag me if you try this bracelet out, and to hashtag it with Arkin bracelet. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.